It was something like it has to be heard more than like 100 feet away. And I was just
Otherwise,
like,
it what?
okay,
Otherwise, it's not legal.
yeah. Otherwise, you can't use it because it'd be like too quiet or something.
I, that one baffles me. Well, I mean, I guess it does make a
Hey,
little bit of sense,
welcome.
but
Yeah, welcome to local governments. I
yeah,
remember like my local government, we had a whole thing with them because the neighborhood I live in is kind of like locked in. Like there's no exits except for the same entrance to get in.
okay.
And so the mayor of our town wanted to basically have us no longer belong to Jackson Township and have us belong to the city so that they could connect us to a neighborhood. And we didn't want to be connected. So we told them, like we signed like a petition and everybody in our neighborhood signed it saying we don't want this. And he basically said, too bad. We're going to do it.
Dude, literally just knocked the shit down as he built it up.
Yeah, like I didn't understand it. And then like eventually, luckily our township stepped in and said like we will make it financially impossible for you to do that. Like basically saying like we'll take you to court over and over again. I forgot to also press the on air button. Shit. Oh well, it's fine.
Dude, I need something like that. I'm literally just have fucking Discord open. That's it. I don't have any of the fancy shit like you do. It's so
That's
sad.
fine. Hey, that's like I mean I thought about doing that of just having the like just Discord because I was like, there's a lot of YouTubers who do that and they do pretty well. It's like maybe I should do that. I don't know.
Hmm. So
Gotta
yeah, I
close some of
mean,
this down.
so did you have
How
anything
many people are
interesting
you
going on this week?
I didn't really do anything fun this week, to be completely honest.
Fucking
I did
sucks.
go to IKEA.
Would you buy that Kia?
I went to I so I went to IKEA to buy a bookshelf,
Okay.
and I went to like the section where you like buy everything.
Yeah.
I've never been there before, and like I didn't realize how just massive that area is. It's literally like these like the shelves that you would just buy anything off of,
Mm-hmm.
but like they
Yeah.
go all the way up to this like easily like 100-yard tall ceiling.
Yeah, no, it's
And like I'm
crazy.
just yeah, I was like looking up at it. I was like, oh my god. It's just like, holy shit, this thing doesn't stop.
That's why they got straps, I believe, because if anything were to fall off a top shelf, it would hurt somebody, if not kill them.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm pretty sure some of these things would definitely murder somebody.
Well, there are certain things like let's say like one of the like let's say it's like a little tiny nightstand thing like that might not hurt. That may not kill somebody.
But that'll probably weigh upwards of 30 pounds, and if it falls easily 100, like even just 50 yards, it might just easily be able to hit its own terminal velocity.
It just breaks their toe. That's it.
That would be very lucky compared to what it could do.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's very true, dude. IKEA is honestly one of the funnest places to go. But it is
It is
extreme.
pretty fun.
Like the first time you go, it's like the most confusing thing in the world ever. The
Yeah.
Also, the place that I go to IKEA very rarely, if I were him to say, but it's right next to the Potomac Mills Mall, which is just like this really big mall that's just somewhat near where I live. And the IKEA, oh my God. Since COVID hit, there were lines going outside of the store that were like an hour-long line just to get into the store. And it was
Jesus.
brutal, bro. It
That
was
makes
like,
no sense. Why?
yeah, I, I don't know, man. It's such a
Oh.
big store. I feel like they could fit like every single person in the area in there with with them being spaced 6 feet apart. But it is what it is.
Yeah. I remember one time there was a guy who put like fake arrows on the ground at an IKEA
I think
and
I
basically
remember
just
that.
created like a maze. Yeah, I was like, oh my god. I thought that was really funny, but he got arrested for it. And I was like, what are you gonna charge him with, huh?
They probably would hit him with a
Like trespassing.
probably not trespassing. They probably hit him with like vandalism or some shit.
Dang. That is. I thought that was funny though. If I was a cop, I'd be like, I'm not even gonna charge you.
Dude,
That was
I'd be
funny.
like, get out of here. I'll
Like, you
just
can
say
go,
that.
kid.
Yeah, I'd be like, just get out of here. I'd say that I couldn't catch you.
I would be a terrible cop. I'd let way too many people go. Just see like
Yeah.
some guy murder somebody and be like,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think I would do that, but I'm extremely sympathetic to people.
I am too. I think that's like one of my flaws. I'm never like, because people are always like, oh, that guy shot up a whole school, give him death penalty. I'm like, well, wait, hold on, how annoying were the kids though? Always like,
No, yeah,
that's
I
probably
mean,
a bad joke.
sorry, I very much so apologize. I don't know where my mind went for like half a second. I am
Okay,
so
I
sorry.
thought you weren't saying anything because you're processing how like inappropriate that joke was.
No, my mind literally just died. Sorry, today was a fucking wild day. Well, not a wild day. Today was a weird
Oh,
day
what'd
though.
you do today?
Well, I had work today and it was just I was all over the place, man. Um, so obviously, as you know, I work in construction and I do like interior design shit, like prep for that. So these
Yeah.
people that we've been working for, I'm not gonna say names, obviously, but they're moving out, and I had to fill in and repair all of their walls and paint them and plaster them, obviously not in that order, plaster and paint them, and like midway through the day there were people coming to look at the apartment, so I like didn't know exactly what like I was gonna do in that scenario. So like they get there and they're like, hey, you want lunch? And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'll get a Philly cheesesteak, I guess. And they're like, dope, let's all eat together. And I'm like, what? I eat together? And they're like, nah, we're just fucking with you. It's fine. It's fine. Just we'll head out. And I was like, oh, thank God, dude. Like, I'm socially awkward as hell. Like, I'm just like, uh, uh, maybe I'll just go
I'd
buy my
be awkward
lunch.
in that situation. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
they are extremely nice though, which is like really nice. But
Well, that's good.
yeah, but I've been like literally just working through that the whole day. And then like I realized, oh shit, I probably got to leave because I have to make it back for this podcast because I would have been working there a lot later. So I go to leave and I'm like,
Uh,
fuck, dude, I forgot. They have more people coming tomorrow. I have to finish this. So I literally like rushed through it. I mean,
oh no.
didn't rush through it as in quality of work was bad, but like I had so much stuff on me, like on my shirt and stuff. It was
Oh my god.
it was
If you
interesting to
needed to
say the
miss the
least.
podcast, my guy
Nah,
told me.
fam. I
I would have understood.
nah 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 nah. I mean I'm glad that I have an opportunity to work like in what I do and make money, but I this is far more entertaining.
I mean, I get this is entertaining, but like, come on,
Nah,
man,
it's
it's your
fine.
job.
No, it's fine.
I don't want you to get fired.
No, 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 no. It was fine. I did have to like call T-Mobile anyways, like before they closed. So I had to because I had some bill stuff that I had to take care of. But so I talked to them and I was like, "Hey, I gotta be off by this time because I have to like call and take care of this." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're fine, you're fine." So everything is fine. There's no worries there. So
Okay. I always forget everybody else has a life right now, but I don't. I don't have a job yet.
oh really?
So
I thought you
yeah,
were working.
I got fired from FedEx.
Oh
No,
shit!
I
What
got fired
happened?
from FedEx not too long ago.
What happened? If you
They just
don't mind
randomly
talking about
fired me. They didn't give
it.
me a reason.
Was it within your
Yeah,
90-day
they didn't give
period?
me a reason.
Was it within the
No,
90-day
this was
period or
well after it. No, well after it. I had almost been working for a year when they decided just randomly they were like fire him.
Well, if they didn't
I
give
don't
you a
even.
reason, couldn't you technically file for unemployment?
I mean, I could, but at the same time, I feel like that'd be like a little immature of me to do since I'm still living with my family. So I was like,
Oh, okay.
so I'm not mature enough yet to live on my own. So don't worry, don't worry.
Adulting is not fun. I don't even. Why do
Adulting,
people
man. I
call it
hate.
adulting?
Ugh. After because what else are you gonna call it? Nobody wants to do that stuff. So call it adulting.
Well, I mean, it's true, but at the same time, like, you know how weird it sounds? You know how childish it sounds? It's just like, oh man, I gotta
I mean,
go
that's
do some
probably the point.
adulting. Well, yeah, I know, I understand, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I just said it.
What?
I say it too, so I'm a hypocrite in itself. But you know, that's just life.
I think I don't know. I hate doing adult stuff, man. It was like my senior year. I realized that like I was basically an adult
Mm-hmm.
because I was taking a class on how to pay mortgages, how to get a bank loan, how to pay taxes.
Yeah.
And I was like, once we got to like the tax subject of where we actually got like our W-2s and our W-4s, and we like wrote everything down, I was like, halfway through, I was like, oh my god, I'm about to be an adult. I'm 18 years old. I was like, no. I was like, my childhood, it's gone.
I've always used TurboTax, which is really fucking easy. Like, I mean, I've had a job since I was pretty much like 15-ish,
Yeah.
so I've been having to do taxes for a while. Um, but yeah, dude, when I was first doing it when I was 16, I was like, Mom, please help, Mom. I don't, Mom. I was just the fucking dumbest kid ever. I'm like, what is this thing? Because it's before I got into my economics class because this was
Yeah.
junior year instead of senior year, so I didn't know jack shit about taxes, so I could not
That's fair.
function at all.
Yeah, taxes are really confusing. Like when I read it, I didn't know what they meant by are you a dependent or independent? Like I didn't know what any of that was. And like I feel so bad because some of my friends, like they've been screwed over by their parents because their parents did their taxes for them, and they would even though like their kid like lived on their own, the parents would still claim their kid as a dependent.
Were they in college?
Yeah, they were in college. They're in college right now. So like that's what was it was like last year their parents did that to them.
Yeah, because
And of course when COVID hit.
yeah, if you're in college, your parents can claim you because they're paying for your college.
Oh no, these kids are paying for their own college. My
Oh,
friends,
well then,
their parents aren't rich enough to pay for their college, so like I mean they're like fully living on their own. They have jobs. They're paying for their own college, or they aren't even in college, kind of a
why the
thing. And
fuck
yet
did they
like
let their
their
parents do their
parents.
taxes? What the fuck?
I don't know. I was like, dude, you have TurboTax, you have H&R Block, you got Google to explain how to do taxes, and
TurboTax
yet,
makes everything fucking easy. You just hit yes or no, and occasionally
yeah,
you type in a number.
yeah, it's very easy. It's the only frustrating part about TurboTax is like learning like all these different things. Like I didn't know this until I watched a video about it, but apparently the government already knows how much you owe,
Yeah,
and you can ask them for the number.
you can.
And so, yep, because legally, what like the government can't tell you how what they're doing with your taxes or stuff like that.
Why?
Like that's illegal.
That doesn't
So they
make
have to
sense.
tell you what you're doing with them
Sorry,
because
sorry,
we
sorry.
are paying them the
No, no,
money.
no, 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 no. I didn't
But you're
understand
fine.
you. I thought you were saying they can't tell you. I thought you were
Oh
saying.
no, they can. So it's like yeah, not only can they, but they have to tell you. So it's like but the reason they don't tell people that they can do that is because TurboTax and H&R Block have lobbyists that have been paying congressmen for years to keep that like so they can do taxes for people and make money off of it.
Well, that's just fucking stupid. Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of understand why we do our own taxes and they don't just give us the money back. because I mean, at some point you
Yeah.
get to see the process and you get to see what is happening with what money. Because I mean, I feel like if they just gave you money back, it's
Yeah.
just right, like they were like, oh yeah, this is your money. Oh yeah, you owe this much. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like people would be like, what the fuck? This doesn't make sense. Show me the
Yeah.
receipts.
Yeah. But so it's like, the IRS always knows how much you owe, or else like they would just have to take your word for it, because there's no way they're going to like do your tax form for you
Yeah.
and figure it out. So it's like they have like whole formula and all that stuff that they quickly punch the numbers in and they get. But it's like, I don't know, it's just so weird. Because then like there's so much like about taxes that I absolutely hate, man. Like first off, paying taxes I hate. Like these guys are taking how much of my money? Like like it was so weird learning about like how some taxes came about, because like one of them was like income tax
Mm-hmm.
is a very new concept that came about during prohibition,
Yeah.
because initially we got like everything we got from income tax came from alcohol tax.
Uh-huh.
And so when they did prohibition, they were like, well, wait, where are we going to get all the new money from? So they were like, income tax. For being alive, you have to pay us. So that's what they did.
Yeah, I don't really understand tax. Like, I don't understand why that's like. I mean, I understand to a degree that you like need to have it for some things, but I don't understand why they're taxing how much you're working. Like, I understand like
Yeah.
maybe like
Like some
taxing like
stuff I don't
objects that
understand.
you
Like,
purchase. I don't understand taxing the money that I'm working for.
yeah.
And I mean, I'm not completely
Yeah. Because
knowledgeable.
that
I
to
don't
me
know
is.
all the ins and outs of everything, but you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt you.
The government at. Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry, you're fine. But it was just like learning a bunch of stuff. I'm just like, man, that's like really crazy. But then in like the United Kingdom, it is insane what they tax.
What do you mean?
Like just to own a TV, you have to have a license. Like the physical screen, you have to have a license for. You have to have a license to mow your lawn.
Okay. I just wouldn't
And
fucking
none
mow
of
my
these are
lawn.
cheap. I
You
mean, like
want
none of these are cheap.
why this
They're
it's
like
you want to know why
$100.
it's the way it is? No, yeah, no.
Because it's the United Kingdom, they never learned a lesson.
No, it's because they didn't fucking throw a
Sure.
bunch of tea into the ocean.
USA, USA, USA. Oh man, it's like, and then learning about like recent. I've been watching a lot of videos because I'm part Irish, so I've been watching a lot of videos on like the history of
What'd you
Ireland
say?
and with the British government.
You're what?
I'm part Irish. I'm part Irish.
I thought you said I'm
What'd you think I said?
pro-Irish. I'm pro-Irish. Okay, I understand now. You can
I'm
continue.
pro-gun. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-Irish.
Yeah, Irish. Yeah, they're all right.
But,
Anyways, I continue with what you're saying about doing research and everything.
but so, but I've been watching like a lot of videos of like the Irish Revolution and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
and like I've been looking and I'm like, oh my god, the Irish, like the British government is horrific, because like it was like during like it was like 1916 to 1919 was like the biggest part of their revolution.
Uh-huh.
And basically in 1916, Winston Churchill sent like basically what the Irish will now call the black and tans, which is like these guys who wore these uniforms where they had like, tan clothes, but then like black boots, black belt, black hat, all that. So they called them black and tans. And like there was an incident where some IRA members
Uh-huh.
killed like 3 soldiers and like injured 6 of them in a convoy ambush. So the black and tans went to a football game where they were just, a bunch of innocent Irish people watching the game who
Okay.
had no idea that this happened. And they literally opened fire on the crowd,
What?
killing 9 civilians and injuring 11. Yep. And that was authorized by Winston Churchill.
Damn, bro. That seems like some
Yeah, and
terrorist
then
shit.
like It was, and like nowadays that would be a war crime.
Yeah.
And then Margaret Thatcher, don't even get me started on her. What she did, she like one of the biggest things that they found out was that she hired a bunch of paramilitary squads from South Africa. All of this illegal, by the way, completely illegal. She
Okay.
hired them to go to Ireland and just kill people, just kill them, like men, women, children, just kill anyone.
What?
Like that's not even a joke. That is all real because I've like read articles on this.
Dude, the world is fucked up.
But yeah, like world's fucked up and how like to view stuff because it was just so horrific. Some of these laws, like they used to have laws that like if you were Catholic, you were not allowed to go to church.
What?
Like like straight up, like if you went to mass, you could not pray, you could not take communion. You were like not allowed to do anything.
Like if you were Irish?
Yep, if you were an Irish Catholic, you were not allowed to do anything.
Damn, bro.
They also had internment camps. And that was like a recent thing. Like in the 1930s, they had internment camps where they would like castrate the men.
That's that's real. Oh God, I'm sorry. But yeah, that's really fucked up.
Yeah. It was like all this stuff like I'm learning. I'm like, Jesus, Britain, what the hell's wrong with you? It's like, and then like I remember what they did to also like people in India and like the Zulus and all of them. It's like, yeah, never mind. That doesn't surprise me that they did all this stuff.
Yeah,
So,
the world is not a friendly place.
scary. It's not Willy Wonka's chocolate factory anymore.
Oh my God, we're not in Kansas
Now it's just
anymore.
a spam factory.
It's a spam factory.
Kansas anymore.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's spam factory, like the just disgusting meat they make now. No more chocolate bars, no more, rivers of chocolate. None of the gobstoppers that change flavors.
It's
No,
just a
no.
bunch of
Now it's
people
just
trying.
like
Sorry,
grinded
continue.
meat.
It's just a bunch of people trying to get the next kill streak.
Only one man has a 2 million kill streak right now.
Dude.
Although he passed away, didn't he?
Huh?
Yeah, he recently passed away. The guy who dropped the nuke on Hiroshima.
Mm.
He
Stalin
passed
went
away.
hard.
He had the biggest kill streak. You know what's funny?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I have the book somewhere like in storage, but like I have an autograph from him.
What? You have an autograph from
From the
Stalin?
guy. No, what? No.
Well,
The
they
guy who dropped the bomb on. The
Oh.
guy who dropped the bomb on Hiroshima.
Okay, that makes that makes a lot more sense. We were just talking about
was
Stalin,
definitely-
and you were like, well, "I have an autograph from him," and I'm like,
I was
"What?"
not talking about Stalin at all, man.
I feel like that'd be a lot cooler, though.
I mean, it would be a lot cooler, but like, hey, this guy's got a bigger kill streak, if you know what I mean. He has multiple AC-130s on standby.
I guess.
He's got a couple cruise missiles ready to go.
Well, Stalin has tactical nukes. That guy had one.
Hey,
Anyways,
jokes on you. My guy already used his tactical nuke.
anyways, let's move from here.
Yeah. Anyways,
what
we
was,
probably change the topic.
yeah. What was your next question? Unless you didn't have any more.
Let's see. No, I still got a few. I'm gonna read the really funny, awkward one.
All right.
Where is it? Okay. If you were a dog, what breed would it be, and what other dog would you want to have children with, so you could blend the two? If you don't know enough breeds, then please explain why you're a beta human.
German Shepherd and Husky. I'd want to be a German Shepherd because that's my favorite dog breed.
Nice.
And Huskies are pretty lit too.
All right. And mate with a husky. Okay.
This is kind of a sus question because
I'm
you a
not the one that
furry,
wrote
bro?
this question.
You a furry, bro?
I know.
You a furry,
No,
bro?
no. Purge night every single year. I'm going out with a battle axe, and I'm taking care of the furries.
Furry fireman.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to this stream. We're gonna end it now because I am never gonna allow any of you to ever call me that. If I went into a building to rescue someone and I saw a fursuit in their closet, I'm leaving them in there. How dare you say you? And you know, monster or someone is gonna come in here and start saying that.
That's just great, man. Just the memes are amazing. I'll clip it and DM it to him. I actually won't. That's way too much effort, but
I bring you into my home. This is how you treat me. I introduce you to my family. And this is how you treat me.
What about you, furry man? Well, what's your answer to the question?
My answer is I'm about to find out where you live. I'm gonna DDoS you. Find out where you live. Come and punch a hole straight through that face of yours.
Nah, it's fine.
That beautiful, beautiful man face.
Just end it quickly, please. Just please. Anyways, what's your answer?
Belgium Mastiff. Like I would be a Belgium Mastiff. And then the dog a corgi.
What? Aren't Mastiffs massive?
No, Belgium Mastiff is like it's the one that they actually use in the military and police force instead of a German Shepherd.
Yes, they're massive though.
They're pretty big. Yeah. Yes.
That's like having a dog do something with a squirrel. Oh no.
But you've seen those videos of like, on certain XXX sites.
Oh.
Where it's
well,
like
we know your preference.
Welcome to Big Heart.
Stop. Who came up with that question? Was that your girlfriend or was that somebody else?
Yeah, all of these, other than the first one, all of these so far have been my girlfriend's questions. Let's see, what's another one? Oh, here's kind of like a much more serious one. What advice would you give to yourself at 13?
Save up like $2,000, and when GameStop goes like fucking down as all hell, purchase all the shit and then sell it as soon as it hits like the peak. In all reality,
GameStop now.
In all reality, I'd probably tell myself to just be smarter. I'm not gonna say it on stream. I'm gonna be smarter with certain decisions I've made, and also, I've always wanted to do YouTube and gaming. I want to tell my younger self to actually start that when I'm younger.
That's something I've thought about because I remember when I was like 12. And like Twitch started coming out, and so then I should have like told myself at like 12, like, hey, start doing something with this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty insecure now, but I was way more insecure back then. So I was like, nobody's gonna like me, everybody's gonna make fun of me, nobody's gonna watch me.
Yeah.
So why would I even do it? So I mean,
Yeah, and here we are at like 20. 22 and like trying to grind our way up. Yeah. Smart decisions we've made. Smart decisions. I think the thing I would tell myself is like care less about girls is all I would tell myself.
Oh, you want to care more about guys? I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. I'm in a very memey mood.
Tell my younger self, experiment more with men. Tell myself that at 13 years old.
Get a new appreciation for firemen. Oh no.
Pop up to my younger self. Have you ever seen a fireman all oiled up with abs?
Younger self, you ever heard of a bear? If you understand, you understand. If you don't understand, I'm not elaborating.
let's not elaborate on this podcast.
Okay, good.
We're only 50 minutes in and we're talking about bears.
I'll
Not that
elaborate
much.
slightly. It isn't the animal.
No. No. Oh God.
Anyways.
Uh, let's go to another question. I'm gonna ask the really awkward question. What are the 3 characteristics that make you a piece of shit?
Wait, sorry, I didn't
That's a
register that
real.
question. What?
That's okay. I didn't register it very well the first time I read it either. What are the 3 characteristics that make you a piece of shit?
3 characteristics about myself that make me a piece of shit.
And this is the question my girlfriend gave.
This is a girlfriend. This is a question from your girlfriend. Is that what you said?
I had the whole text message thing. Yeah, I have the whole text message thing up right here.
Okay.
She has all.
She's
of
throwing
It's a
shots
weird
at you,
question.
bro.
She is throwing shots.
She's
at
gonna
me, man.
clip that and just be like, "Hey, bro, here you go, every single day. Here, bro, here you go. Hey,
She's gonna be like,
you
"This
do
is
one
why
of
I
them.
broke up
Here,
with
bro,
you."
here you go." Um, 3 things
Oh,
about
yes.
myself that makes me a very bad person. Um. Sorry, there's just so many, bro. Anyway.
This might have been a little too deep. I can go to a different question.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I am kind of selfish in some ways. I mean, I'm a very helpful person in a lot of aspects. Like I help people out when I can. I give people money if they need it when they can. But for very specific things like my entertainment and like actually interacting with people, I'm extremely selfish in real life. But not in the normal way of, oh, I'm just not gonna do that. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hang out with you, you piece of shit. I'm kind of just like, okay, I guess let's do a deep dive. So with my girlfriend,
Oh Lord.
I love hanging out with my girlfriend. It's fun and relaxing. However, she enjoys watching TV a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
I have ADHD and I don't like just sitting down and doing nothing. So I will go on my
Okay.
phone or play a game, but at some point just sitting I hate sitting on beds. But just sitting on the bed, I'll get extremely bored. And I'll be like, "Hey, I want to go upstairs." And she'll be like, "No, I don't really want to go upstairs." And I'll be like, "Please, just come upstairs with me. I want to go do stuff on the computer." And she's like, "Well, you can go." And I'm like, "Just come with me. What the hell? Just come on." Like, so I mean, in that sense, I'm selfish. Where I sometimes will assume people want to go up with me, and I won't understand why they won't not go up with me, but I won't understand why people are doing certain things. Also,
Yeah.
like I had a buddy of mine that what is it? I used to play games with him all the time, and I used to give him advice because he would always ask me advice with like girls and everything. Like this was like I think like a year ago. Uh because I'm in a relationship with my girlfriend and he wasn't, so he was like, "Oh yeah, you're totally great for advice." I'm like, I've had one relationship that's lasted 5 years. I don't really have a whole lot of experience in just normal dating. Maybe in a committed relationship, sure, but
You have a high success rate though.
bro, my KD is a 1.0. Anyways, so so I'd give him advice and he would never take the advice. He would do pretty much the exact opposite. And he'd be like, "Why isn't this working? Why isn't this working?" I'm like, "Just take my advice." And he's like, "I don't want to take your advice." And I'm like, "Bitch, why are you asking for my advice then? What is wrong with you?" And he was just like, "I just need somebody to like kind of brainstorm ideas with." And I'm like, "Then tell me your fucking brainstorming ideas. Why aren't like okay, that's my second flaw. I cannot stand it when people are honest about their intentions. If people are
I think that's more like pet peeve.
No. Because I will actively like I don't want to say discourage them, but I'll actively like give them shit for it because I mean, obviously at some point
Oh,
it's
admonish.
sure, yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily a fault of mine, but I don't like it. I don't like that I do that. I wish that I was more laid back because I mean, I am generally a laid back person, but there are occasions where I just kind of lose it. And I don't really know for a third
Yeah,
one. For a third one, I'd probably say some shit like, I'm
played too much Risk of Rain.
oh no, Risk of Rain is great. Um, but it's probably something along the lines of I'm very indecisive. I'm very bad at following through. So just commitment. I struggle with that for a lot of
Yeah.
things. So those are my three. Took about 15 minutes, but we got there. So
Actually, I think that took you about 8 minutes. That's pretty good though.
8 minutes to list three singular things. Wow. But yeah,
Hey, it was a very
indecisiveness.
deep
Yeah,
question.
that's true. Indecisiveness slash commitment. Um, Giving people shit when it might not be really warranted, and kind of being an asshole in the way of like I don't remember the exact terminology, but just
It was something like being selfish with
yeah,
like wanting to do what you want to do.
yeah, being selfish with my hobbies. Yeah, those three. Your turn, buddy. I hope you were thinking.
Okay.
Unless you played the fifth.
I can try to name some.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause I
obviously,
do
if you
know
don't want to answer, you
some.
don't have to. Like, you know, it is a
No,
very
you
good question.
answered, so I have to answer.
No, you don't. It's like saying I murdered someone, so now you gotta murder someone.
No. It's like you going to confession.
If
Like
your
you telling
friend
me, okay,
jumps
you
off a
need to go to
bridge, will you
confession.
do it?
Joke's on you. I'd be the reason they jumped off the bridge. But what are some of
I
them?
have no friends, mom.
One. Joke's on you, mom. I have no friends. I do know one of them is that I am very bad at messaging back to people.
Oh yeah,
Like
I know.
I am horrifically bad at that.
By the way, I
Like to
don't
the point of where one
continue.
time I
Continue.
took like 2 days to respond to my dad.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I want to change
Like
mine to that
to
because
my
I
father.
it's something that I fucking hate. So my parents are divorced. They divorced maybe like 2 years ago, and my mom moved out to
Mhm.
Arizona. And I am terrible at responding to her. Sometimes I won't talk to her for 2 weeks, and I feel terrible about it. But my life is extremely hectic. I
Yeah.
still feel fucking terrible about it. That is definitely one of mine. So yeah. Anyways, continue with yours. Sorry for the interruption.
No, you're fine. I have the same situation. My parents are divorced. My dad lives about like a little over an hour away from me. He got remarried recently.
Mm.
So, but, like I just have a hard time responding to anyone. Like unless it's like anyone I'm like in a relationship with, like significant other kind of relationship,
Uh-huh.
I will not respond to very fast. Like even friends, which you probably can understand sometimes I've done to you, probably.
Oh no, I've experienced it.
Yeah.
Remember
I was
the
thinking about
first
that. I was like, I've definitely done it.
remember the first time we were gonna play Risk of Rain together, and you didn't respond for like 3 days.
Oh. You know what's bad though? That's not even the worst I've done. I've definitely like ghosted someone for like 2 weeks and then responded.
No, damn. Did you apologize, or
I
were
don't
you
even
like,
know how
oh
it
yeah,
started.
what's up, bruh?
No, yeah, I apologize. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Cause like I think one time it wasn't even my fault. It was like my phone didn't send the message,
Oh yeah,
and so I thought they ghosted me.
yeah, that
And
happens to
then
me
like I
occasionally.
realized like 4 or 5 days later. Yeah, I do it to my girlfriend. I've done it to her once today, and I'm like having to like tell myself I have an Android, so it's like in the notification bar. You scroll down, and if you like quickly swipe down on the text message, you can send a quick reply.
Uh-huh.
But like for some reason, my phone is like a 50-50 on actually sending the message. Half the time, it doesn't do it.
Yeah.
So I have to like remind myself to go in and actually do it.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I always try to respond to my girlfriend like when I'm at work and shit. So like I try to text her when I'm there and when
Yeah.
I'm leaving. And sometimes I forget and she'll be like, "The hell?" And then I'll be like, "You don't even text me
Yeah.
during the day. What the fuck?" Anyways.
All right, let's find 2 other things that make me a shit person. Let's see.
Let's try to find 2 more things in my perfect personality. I don't think it's possible.
I'm such a great person. Oh my god.
I'm
I
such a
think
great person. I have so many black friends. It's great. Obviously, as you know, that's a joke being like, "Oh, I'm not racist. I have black." You know, that's stupid mentality.
I'm not homophobic. My sister's boyfriend's cousin's aunt's ex is gay.
Okay. I'm just
I hate when
prefacing
people
this
do
for
that.
my stream, and I'll preface it for yours too. We're joking about people that
We're
are
joking.
actually that way, that use that mentality to prove that they aren't. It's not a good thing, and we are purely joking about it. Anyways,
It's a pure joke.
so yeah, let's find 2 more things about you.
God, this is hard. I've
Yeah,
never really done this. Like, look into myself.
yeah, introspectives. They're a fucking killer, dude.
God, they are. I should have a therapist to do this.
I'll be a
I
therapist.
should wait here. You know what? Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna.
I have your solution. Watch anime and play Risk of Rain. That's mine.
Uh, let's see. I think some other things I have are like. I think one thing, it's not necessarily like inherently bad for other people, but it's
Uh-huh.
bad for me to do.
Yeah.
I put everything into helping others and then never help myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like one of the reasons I've started streaming was because I wanted to help people with like depression and stuff like that, like, distract them from bad stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then here I am barely taking my medication, not going to see a therapist and stuff like that, even though I'm like technically suicidal.
Jesus.
So it's like, yeah. I
I
probably
mean,
shouldn't mention that on Twitch. Twitch does not like when people talk about that stuff.
yeah. It's unfortunate. It's really a really unfortunate situation. Um, I would just be like,
Twitch is like,
yeah,
we don't like mental illness here.
yeah. I mean, I was kind of the same way. I'm not saying that like our situations are exactly the same, but I was very
Yeah.
focused on trying to help other people and help other people with tasks that they have and do so on and so forth. But recently, I had decided that I want to do more stuff for me, and that's when I bought this gaming PC and started gaming and
Yeah.
streaming and all that other shit. So I mean, we're somewhat in the same boat, but I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say mine
Equate.
is equal. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to equate mine to yours
There we go.
because they are different situations with different, like, differing severity. So
Hey, you helped me with the word incompensate. I'm gonna, or
that wasn't the
encompass.
right.
So I appreciate that. I still don't have it. Oh god, this is hard to think about. Oh, I know what the other one is. I do not like being the one to like reach out to people first.
Okay.
I hate doing that. And it's because like I have that like mentality of like, oh, if they actually want to do something, they'll message me first. I don't want to be a bother. So like I will not message someone first.
I used to have that same mentality.
Yeah. And then like now I'm starting to realize like, no, I think if they didn't want to do something, they would like make it very obvious. So like now I've been trying to like make myself more okay with reaching out to people in a
Yeah.
way, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I
So
used
yeah.
sorry, I used to be the exact same way, but at some point I was just like, you know what? Nobody reaches out to me. I'm tired of this shit. I'm not just gonna reach out to people and just fuck off. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, here's a fourth one.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
can add a fourth one. I have a hard time committing to like regimens and stuff like that, like keeping a schedule. I have a very hard time doing that
Oh my God. I struggle so bad
because
with that.
like
I've struggled
I
so
used to
hard with the
be.
follow through.
Oh, it is hard. I used to be really good my junior year through to over halfway of my senior year. I was really good at keeping regiments and schedules because like I used to work out every single day, and like I used to always get my work done. I would always be right on time to work, and then just out of nowhere, I couldn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like if I wrote something on a schedule, I was just like 10 day, like the time of doing it. I'm like, I don't feel like doing it,
Yeah, no,
and
I mean,
it ticks me off because like I used to be like with the workout stuff. I used to be like I weighed like 145 at the peak, and like I now weigh 130 something,
wow.
and like I used to be able to bench more than like 200 pounds.
Mm.
Like I could bench way more than I weighed and all that. I used to actually be kind of big, and then like two after 2 years, I was just like, stop doing it out of nowhere. Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
then like,
weird. That whole follow through thing. I struggle with it. It's real bad.
cause like it's hard to do it with my stream schedule, especially now that I'm like dating someone.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's like randomly certain days of the week they can do something,
Yeah.
and it's like trying to keep a set schedule is very hard to do with. Because then like some days I might have to cancel or whatever, and of course with my stupid PC constantly breaking, you know
Yeah, no, I
because
mean,
in case you guys are watching and you don't know what I'm talking about, my PC is very old and does not keep up with anything. Like yes, no, not yesterday, 2 days ago, Wednesday, I was supposed to stream, but it kept shutting down after 5 minutes because it overheated because my central processing unit fan broke, so I had to buy a new one. So that was fun. I don't know what I'm going to name this thing, but I think I haven't named it in over a year, but I think I'm going to name it POS.
name what? Huh?
My computer.
Oh, sorry. I was.
I You're fine.
I thought you were going
I
off
just
on a different
realized.
tangent.
Oh no. I just realized after I said I'm going to name it POS, I like tapped it really hard, and I was like, wait, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Next thing's gonna break.
It's like as soon as I press it, just like also just blue screen pops up. Just fuck.
Blue screen pops up. Quit fucking hitting me, you dumb bitch. Otherwise, I'm not gonna work.
It used to be a thing, like the front fans on your computer, how you can take like that front panel off or whatever. Like it
Uh-huh.
gives you straight access to your fans.
Yeah.
It used to be that if as soon as I like took that off, if it was running, it would shut itself off.
What?
Yeah, it would just complete shutdown.
That's weird.
And then it also used to have a thing like if I didn't turn it on in like a literal exact 24-hour time span, it would randomly turn itself on.
That's extremely odd.
Yeah. Like it doesn't do it anymore. So I don't even know what it was. But like I used to literally have to have the problem solver of like I would have to turn off the back switch on my computer. So like the back power switch, I would have to like flick it off if I went on like vacation or something, or I was going to be gone for a couple days to make sure it didn't turn back on.
Yeah, no,
So
that's extremely.
I don't even know what it is.
I'm actually
Like,
very curious as to what would cause that.
yeah, I don't know what that is because that almost has to be like a mind of its own kind of thing. It's weird. If I ask tons of computer people and they're like, "What? I've never heard of that," and I'm like, "Well, I have video evidence of it.
An
It
AI
does it.
took
It's
over your
weird."
computer.
It's oh, what's her name from the Space Odyssey? I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
I thought you were. I thought you said space, so immediately thought Halo Cortana.
Cortana's in my computer. I'm sorry, Chief. I have to play Among Us.
I'm sorry, Chief. You're no longer cranking 90s.
Chief, get on the game. Ninja needs you.
Oh my god.
Uh, like, there's some weird things about the PC that I didn't realize until after it. And like the weirdest part was that like everything on it is like mediocre stuff except for now I bought a 2060 Ti
Uh-huh.
or no, yeah, 2060 Ti, which is like a really good graphics card. But it already came with a power source of 750 watts. That's a lot.
I,
But none of the parts would need 750 watts at all.
I don't I don't know why that would happen. I mean, I don't even know what the specs on my computer are. How do I check that on my computer? Do you know?
I actually have a software that I downloaded. Let's see what it's called. It's called Cupid CPU dash Z.
Wait, I have something called GeForce. It came with the PC originally. I'm gonna open it up and see if it does. It's NVIDIA
GeForce
GeForce Experience. I don't
like
know.
GeForce like the Disney movie.
I don't think so.
That's the first thing that popped in my head. Oh my god, what a weird movie though.
Yeah, that was a very weird movie.
I don't know what kind of drugs they were on when they came up with that one, but all right.
I mean, that's not even the weirdest movie though.
It's not the weirdest, but it's definitely up there.
No, yeah, definitely.
I mean, just the concept itself was like, what?
Hamster Agent Go Burr.
With a literal mole too.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I have an Intel Core i7. Socket is a 1150 LGA. If I go to mainboard, I can see the exact year this was installed. Yep, it was installed on what is that?
Oh,
May 20th, 2014.
I found my rig. Okay. Dope. Okay.
Nice.
So I have an Intel Core wait. I have an Intel Core i5 9400. I don't know exactly what that means. CPU, that's my CPU obviously.
Yeah.
2.90 gigahertz. I have
Nice.
15.9 gigabyte RAM, and then obviously my screen. I don't know if that's immensely good
That's
or not.
weird that it's 15.9. It like stopped right there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, I don't have a 2060. I have a 1660 Ti. God, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I have a GeForce GXT 1660 Ti as well.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. It's a very good one because the original one I had I think was a 960.
Mm. At least I
Which
know where
was
the shit
horrible.
is, so when people ask, I could be like, "Oh, here you go, bro." Anyways,
I just still find this whole thing so funny that like my memory board, or not my memory board, my main board is from 2014.
do you like rovers? I don't know, man. Where is this going? If you're talking about like the Mars rover, yeah. If you're
I
talking
think you
about red
muted
rovers,
yourself.
no. Uh, yeah. I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to I didn't know if you wanted to mute when you talk to chat, so I did it just to be safe.
It's okay if you don't want me to talk to chat.
Okay, well,
You do
I'll
whatever, because
pose the
I
question to
wasn't
you
going
as
to.
well. Rover Joe
Okay.
said, "Do you like rovers?" And I don't know if he's talking about shit like the Mars rover or red rovers.
Yeah. Okay. Red Rover, Red Rover.
Stop.
uh, um, I really like the Mars. Okay, I do like hearing about the Mars rovers and stuff. Wackiest thing is how actually ginormous these things
Oh,
are.
I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh my god.
How are you an idiot? Explain. How are you an idiot? What'd you do? Explain to me. But seriously though, what did you do?
The car
Did you ban
brand.
him
They're
or
asking
something?
about the fucking car brand.
Oh, Land Rover. Oh,
Oh my
I love
god.
Land Rovers. I've driven quite a few of those. They're very nice cars. I think they're more on the. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that was a pretty dumb move on your part. But I've done even worse. I've done even worse. But okay, Land Rovers. I have driven quite a few Land Rovers. I do like them. I think they're nice cars. I think they're overpriced though. Very
I
overpriced.
forgot that that was a fucking car brand.
Well, when he said, "Do you like Rovers?" It's like that's kind of on him. He should have asked, "Do you like Land Rovers?"
By the way, I'm very confused. Rover Joe came in here asking if I like Rovers, and then a 1998 Rover 200 said Rover is a brand car. What? Hi, how are you guys doing? But also,
Why are there like two of you?
yeah, but also like, d- where did you guys come from?
The womb, bro.
Am I getting recommended to car streamers? Not Land Rover, just Rover. I mean, I'm actually gonna look this up because
I know what brand they are talking about. I've seen this like only a couple times where I worked. I gotta look up Rover cars.
it's just pulling up Land Rovers. Oh God. We are British.
No, I see it. If you want to look at my stream,
Oh, like the really old
here you
school.
go.
By the way, they said they're British.
Old school cars. Yeah.
Okay.
It has Viking on it. Oh wait, isn't Rover like the name of a Viking or something?
I have no idea. Um,
Oh, I figured out why it's called Bluetooth.
what? What does it have to do with anything?
Bluetooth. Because it was like something like I remembered like like why things were named what they were.
Oh yeah,
Bluetooth
yeah.
is named after a Viking.
What?
That's not a joke. Here, I'll look it up. Blue.
And I mean, I think I think the vintage look of like, not beat up Rovers. I like them. I don't think I would ever drive one though. But
I wouldn't. I don't know. I already have like my set old timey car in my heart, but so wait, okay. This is Harold Bluetooth. So yeah, that's his name, Harold Bluetooth, and the symbol for Bluetooth is the combination of the Nordic letter H, Nordic letter B, because that's his name's initials.
Okay.
So I think it was that he united Norway and what was it?
MG Rovers in it.
Peacefully bringing people from different lands together. That's all it says. Okay. I know he like united an island.
So he like just united two nations, and they're like, haha, speaker time.
But like, keep in mind, in Viking days, it was like impossible to unite nations. Like, you did not do that.
I guess.
Like, there was a king of Norway, a king of Denmark, king of Iceland, king of Greenland. All that stuff. So to unite them was basically like you had to not only do peaceful treaties with Vikings, but you had to do all this other stuff. What is that in your hand, by the way? What the fuck is that?
Oh man!
It looked like one of those like hair clips that girls wear, but with a cigar in it.
Well, this isn't a cigar, but
it's a cigarette. Nice.
No, it isn't.
Oh, is that weed?
No, this is a fucking instrument that I'm holding. It's something that I've had.
For me, bro.
It's something that I've had ever since I was a kid. It's like a little decorative frog that has like wooden things on the back of it that you can hit. So it's this little thing, and this like slides right in through, right?
Oh.
And if you play it, if you like, I'm not even sure if it's gonna play well because holding it up, it isn't like the best way to do it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't reverberate, right? Unless it's off
like
the ground.
A frog.
Oh well, yeah, it is supposed to sound like a frog, but.
Okay. I thought you had a doobie in your hand for a second. That's what
Totally,
that
bro.
looked like.
I'm fucking. We're the Smoke
I was
Eater
about to say, I was
podcast,
like,
obviously.
I was about to say, I was like, is this TOS, bro?
Your T.
I was
Not
like,
gonna lie, it kind
I
of
know what
TOS
that is.
and. Anyways.
I'm so glad I have that frog sticker now because like I see it so many times during like my streams and I'm like, oh yep, TOS. Don't say the R word.
Oh yeah, because it's totally something that just randomly pops up.
Yeah,
I mean, I
the R word,
guess.
the S word, I word. Those are like the only words that I have to like make myself not say.
I'm pretty good about not
Cause
saying
like
any of them. I
yeah,
just
I have a
substitute
hard
all of them out with
time.
cuss words.
Yeah. Instead of saying you're such a S word. Oh wait, actually wait a second.
You're such a fucking bitch. Anyways, yeah, no,
So instead of saying, "Oh, you're such a,"
okay.
what I usually say is now, "Oh, you're such a bitch." Instead of saying, I say bitch.
Dude, you should definitely keep the censor thing. That is way better.
It's great, right?
Yeah, but it's also risky because if you forget to or it doesn't work, you're like, oh, you're such a, Anyways.
That's why I don't actually say the words. I just mouth it, so
Oh,
then I'm
really?
always safe. Yeah, like when I'm saying the S word, I'll just go and not actually say it. So then when I click,
Okay.
this is on my soundboard, by the way.
Oh, really?
What other stuff? Oh, I had a funny one on here. Oh, I can't play that one because it's copyrighted. How do I stop the playing? There we go. Okay, it barely started to play. It was an Irish Rebel song called "Come Out Ye Black and Tans."
I guess.
I can't play that because it's copyrighted. So I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I would love. I'm hearing something playing.
Yeah, I accidentally played a SpongeBob clip. Whoops.
Okay.
I don't know why that one's up on my board, but yeah.
I don't know, man. I guess let's move on. What's the next one, my dude?
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Okay.
The next one.
Oh, you know what you should have on your soundboard?
What?
Fuck your chicken strips.
Oh, I should get that one. Damn it. I do have another soundboard.
Or just
What's
like,
my other one?
you're not my dad. That'd be great.
You're not my dad.
Anyways.
Stupid ugly ass.
Yeah. So anyways, continue.
Oh wait, I do have this
I
one.
have crippling depression.
Okay. What's the next
What
one?
you say to me, you little shit?
Oh my god, that is way too loud.
By the way, it's not even at full volume.
It's not. Okay.
Okay, sorry. Let's see. What was if you had one more day to live, what food are you eating?
So
I know, that's what I thought too.
so do I just have like immediate access to whatever food I want?
Whatever food in the world. Like think of it as like your last meal before they like give you the electric chair.
My mom's chicken broccoli casserole. It's the most delicious food I've ever had in my life. I'll have that, and then once I'm done with that, I'll have some fucking Chili's classic chicken fajitas.
I'm sorry, but that is kind of funny. Just such an obscure last one. And then I want some Chili's fajitas.
Dude, if you've never had classic not Chili's,
I've never
classic
been to
Chili's fajitas, do it. It is good.
I don't even know if there's a Chili's in my town.
Well,
I'm gonna
whenever
guess
you're
there is.
near one and you're looking for a place to eat, do it.
Chili's
Get the
near me.
chicken fajitas. Substitute beans for well, I mean, if you want beans, get fucking beans. But I don't like beans, so I substitute them for extra rice.
Jesus, the closest one is 14.7 miles away from me. Holy, what the?
Closest one is like 1 mile. That's not that. I mean, it's far, but like that's like an hour drive, right?
Okay, that's far enough for me to not want to go.
That's my drive into work every day.
Oh God, you poor bastard.
That's fine.
I keep forgetting that like I have you up on Discord right now. 'Cause that's how you're up on the screen.
Yeah.
So I keep like seeing that I have one ping out of the Discord. And I keep clicking on it and nothing happens. And I'm like, oh right, Discord's already up. But I can't look at the messages because you're here.
Oh yeah, I would look at the messages, but
dang.
then it would just show on stream, and I'm not really vibing with it. I could check it on my phone, but
Yeah.
I don't really care that much. So, what about you,
Oh,
man?
that's I could. Oh, like what would my last meal be?
Yes.
Oh jeez, I don't even know. I do have some things I really like. I think one would be that I would have a Reuben sandwich.
Okay.
That is like one of my favorite sandwiches in the world.
I think I've had one a few times.
If I go to a restaurant that I've never been to, I always get a Reuben.
You should go to Chili's, get the fucking fajitas.
Like you were talking about, like, basically like a New York dish, and you're like, yeah, now get a fajita.
Dude, it's so good. You don't even understand.
Did you see my tweet from last night about the tacos that I ate?
Yes, I did. I didn't actually
my
like go
God.
into Twitter. I just saw it on my notifications. I don't really use Twitter.
Those were like the best tacos I've had in a long time. Oh my God.
Do you have a place called
The
Zondra's
problem-
by you? I doubt you do.
Zondra's? No.
They have the best tacos I've ever eaten.
Zondra's.
Zandras. Zondra's.
So it's like Sandra, but Zon.
Sure.
Okay, wait, Sandra's. Uh,
It might be a local place to Virginia.
I was about to say, yeah. I'm like, I think I know where you live now.
It's very
'Cause
local to
there's only
Virginia.
There's only 3 in all of Virginia.
Oh, fun. Dude, it's so good. They're so good. They have one that it's
There's one at Gainesville. There's one near Annandale. There's one near Bristow.
Mhm.
Give me the O's where you live.
I'm not saying which one I live near, but okay. Dude, but they're oh, dude, they have one taco that's amazing. It's it's just normal flour tortillas, chicken, bacon,
Okay.
onions,
Ooh.
lettuce, tomatoes, ranch, and it is the best thing I've ever had. It's amazing.
Oh, I bet.
Anyways,
I remember when I was in North Carolina, I went to a place. The abbreviation for the place was FAB. And what it
FAB?
means is flaming. Yep, FAB, and it's called Flaming Amy's Burritos. And they had really good burritos. I haven't seen one in a long time, or I haven't been to one in a long time because I think they're only in like North Carolina.
dude, some of the best chicken I've ever had was if you go to like a really local Peruvian chicken place. Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My favorite. I think some of my favorite cooking, in all seriousness, is Irish cooking, and a lot of like, like south of the border food.
What's up, Bratline?
Like-
How are you doing?
Like Mexican food, food from Venezuela. Those foods, amazing. I love those.
Yeah,
I like
I
Japanese
really
food.
love Hispanic dishes. Like the majority of them, I fucking adore.
Oh, they're so good. I remember when I worked at Chick-fil-A, I used to work in the kitchen,
Hmm.
and everybody that worked in the kitchen, other than me, was from Venezuela or Mexico.
Okay.
And I remember one day, I probably shouldn't be telling the story, but it was really funny and kind of cool. One day a guy came in with like, pork rinds that were uncooked,
Okay.
and they were like huge ones. And he just threw it into the fryer, gave me hot sauce, and I ate one.
Damn, bro. Chick-fil-A
Definitely a
would have been like, what the
code
fuck?
violation.
Probably.
He could have gotten in a lot of trouble for that, but it was the best food ever. The best part was that like he had some hot sauce, and he was like, oh, You want some? Assuming because I was white that I can't handle hot sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it,
Then you put
a
fucking
bunch
Chick-fil-A
on.
sauce
He was
on it.
like, oh my god! If I did that, I would not have been surprised if I got punched. No, I did not do that. I put a bunch of hot sauce on it, like a lot. And the guy, everybody was like looking at me like, "Ooh, I wouldn't do that if I were you." I ate the whole thing, not even drinking any water, and they were all like, they were like jaws on the floor, and they were like, "Oh my god, how do you do that?" And I was like, I told them like, I eat spicier hot sauce than this every single day, and they're like, "Oh."
Yeah, I love
My
spicy
favorite
stuff,
thing
but I
though
don't
is
like a
that
whole lot. I don't like I don't like too spicy. Like I don't,
oh, I love spicy. I love it. If it gives me pain, I love it.
Okay, you fucking masochist.
I don't like others being in pain, but I like being in pain.
I guess.
One of my favorite things though was that none of them could say my name correctly, which is John. For
Okay.
those who don't know, my real name is John.
Yeah, I know.
Because in Spanish language, J sounds like an H. So that's why instead of saying Jesus, they say Jesus. So they kept saying my name Han,
Mm-hmm.
Han, because they can't say John.
Oh yeah.
So instead of calling me John, they called me Gringo without
Ouch.
knowing that I knew what Gringo was.
Mm. Yeah, dude.
So
All of
that
my
was funny.
So I mean, obviously, like I have like my real name, but I go by RJ. And
Okay.
all my coworkers are. I have one coworker from Peru, one from Venezuela, and I think one from Puerto Rico, I believe. And they all call me RG because the J is difficult. So they're like RG, RG, and I'm like, you can just say my name in Spanish if you want, or you can, whatever. Since my name is like, because you're pretty much just spelling RJ at that point, and it's really easy in Spanish, just RJ. Like that's not difficult at
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah. All right, we are coming up at 1 hour 36 minutes, and I don't want to accidentally, like the first time, go to almost 3 hours.
oh, don't worry, I gotta get off at 9. I have some stuff I gotta go do. I got 20 more
Yeah.
minutes.
So I say we should probably end this now.
Two more questions?
Call it safe.
Two more quick
Two more
questions?
Okay, I
Yeah.
can try to do 2 more questions.
Alright.
Yeah, let's do quick ones. Let me look at my text messages.
Let me look at my DMs real
Hopefully
quick.
she didn't. Okay. Ooh, my dad texted me. Sweet. Okay.
2 days later.
Don't remind me.
I'm reminding you not to let it
How
happen.
cringy were you when you were younger?
How cringy were I when I
That's-
was older? Well, when I was younger, sorry.
Or younger. I was about to say, yeah, when you're older, in the future.
I'm not gonna tell the story because I don't think it's TOS. But I was actually a very mature
God.
kid, with the exception of a very select few instances. I wasn't really an extrovert to like a massive degree. I was kind of just to myself. But there were a very few occasions where things happened that should not have happened, and it was purely because I was a child that was dumb. So take that as you will. I'm not elaborating any further. What about you?
You are so telling me this after the podcast is over.
Honestly, I'm not even sure if I'd tell. I'm not even sure if I'd tell you it. I don't, it's fucking weird, dude.
Man.
It's weird.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
So you were a mature kid, but you did dumb stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to answer that question or just go to the next one?
I mean, if you want to answer, go for it. If you don't feel like answering, you don't gotta. It's your podcast.
Yeah, that's true, you piece of shit. Now listen, here's what's gonna happen.
We've come full circle. Why am I a piece of shit? Okay, you piece of shit now. Let's go. We finally come full circle.
um, when I was younger, I guess best is like my middle school years to my high school years. Middle school years, I was very pathetic. Oh, I'll be straightforward about that.
Okay.
I had like no sense of fashion or anything like that, so I always wore like really terrible clothes.
Uh-huh.
And I did hang out with the geeky crowd, but then like my freshman year all the way up to my senior year, I started to know what to wear and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't a popular kid, but I was never the loser kid. Everybody knew who I was, and I was like a part of every single group. I was a part of like the super religious kids, the kids who didn't believe in God. I was part of the, super like, follow every single rule kids. I was also a part of like I was friends with quite a few cholos,
Uh-huh.
which if you don't know what that means, it's Hispanic gangsters, guys. Let's So like I was friends with like literally everyone. And so it was like my high school years, I wasn't like cringy, but like middle school, I was definitely very cringy in middle school. I got bullied a lot, and I even slugged one of my bullies one time. So
Mm. I never really got bullied. Well,
that was
that's not
the
true. But yeah, you should tell me about that later. The punch in the dude. I do have a story, bro. Dude, I used
Okay.
to be a fucking in elementary school and middle school and part of high school. I had like no friends, like at all. Uh,
Oof.
I was so secluded and just inverted, not inverted. Like I was so like just
Kept yourself.
antisocial. I hated it. But there was this one instance where I told this girl that I liked at the time. I was like, "Hey, I think you're pretty cool." And she was like, "Oh, I think you're pretty." Like, obviously, I used different words, but she was like, "Oh yeah, I think you're pretty cool too." And then one of the few friends that I did have, that friend, apparently he liked her too, and he asked her out, and she said yes. And it was the most defeated I've ever been in my life. And I was like, "What the fuck?" Also, there was this one time.
Oh, that is messed up.
Also, there was this one time when I had a crush on this one girl. Her name was Madison, and
Okay.
my sister knew somehow, and I was like, please don't. I'm not acting on this at all. Just please don't say anything. And she told her that I liked her. And this was in like 5th grade, so it was like the end of the world for me. So I had literally just
Yeah.
like she avoided me like the plague, and I was like, okay, I'm down for this because I have been pretty much castrated emotionally. So anyway, I mean, obviously, looking at
Damn.
it now is just a funny, stupid story, but anyways,
Yeah.
I think we still have one question
All
left.
right. Last question, which is ironically the very last question that she has available right now. If I were to write a book about your career up to this point, what would you want me to leave out? Probably Saya.
You mean like career or like Twitch streaming shit?
Wait, let's talk about like your whole life. What stuff would you say was like would you be like, yeah, let's not include that one.
Teen
Like, either it's
adolescence and
embarrassing
Google
or
searches. That.
Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good one. Yeah. How bold that last point was. Google searches.
Well, no, they were paired together.
Oh, ooh. See, mine starts back when I was like 10.
Oh. Shouldn't say that on stream. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, let's be careful because how young we were. But so like that's the stuff that you wouldn't like your teen years and the stuff involving
Yeah, probably.
the hormonal stuff be left out.
Yeah. I'm pretty open about everything else. Like, like my
Okay.
birth defect
That's
and
fair.
family affairs and shit like that. I'm pretty open about all that. Yeah.
What the fuck? You never told me about your effect? What?
What? I've talked about it like several times.
Yeah.
You don't know?
What? What? No, you have not. What is it?
Just look at me.
No.
Do you see how I'm blinking?
Oh, do you have like a lazy eye?
No. That's my normal blink. So, I'm not sure if you can see, but do you see how like this is like a straight line, but here it's like stitches and everything in this eye? Like on the eyelid, that line isn't an actual
Oh.
crease, it's just stitches.
Okay, yeah, I do see
So,
that.
so you know how when you develop as a baby, you're in the fetal position, right? Like in your mom's womb, right?
Yes.
So I wasn't. I was like my face was pressed up against the womb like lining. I don't exactly remember what that's called, but yeah. So I was face up against that. So when I developed, the muscles in my eye didn't develop completely, and because of that, uh, the muscles in my right eye specifically, don't work very well. So my first surgery was when I was like 6 months old, and I had a bunch of surgeries on my eye, and I have to wear like a fucking eye patch and shit, and it's not fun. But what is it? I was told that if I don't get surgery every few years, and eventually if this eye like because it droops down because there's no muscle in my eyelid pretty much. Well, there is, but it doesn't really work. So the eyelid will constantly droop down, so I have to keep getting surgery to raise it up, right?
Oh, jeez.
So if I don't, and it closes all the way, I will not be able to reopen it. I just will not be able to reopen that eye. And
I'm not gonna lie, though, you would look pretty badass with the eye patch, though.
I can't. No, I no. um
You did that. You went abs.
um yeah, I mean it's what is it? I don't, I think I remember this correctly. I think they said that if this eye closes eventually, this eye might start to follow because they've never actually dealt with this like situation before. So they don't know. But they
Jeez.
said potentially this eye could, like the other eye
It's
could
like,
follow eventually. But yeah.
so is this just like your personal doctor and the hospital you go to don't know the situation, or is this like you're one of the first people?
Well, they've never seen it before me. That's the thing. But now like
Okay.
it doesn't affect my health at all. Just occasionally I'll have to get surgery. I haven't got surgery for like 6 7 years though. It's been a while, so it's holding up. The stitches are holding up very well. So yeah, what is it? It's pretty easy. Um I can I the but I can't blink this eye without like physically closing my eye, right? Right? So
Yeah,
um this eye does not dry out ever.
it doesn't.
Does not ever dry out. The only time is when I get something in my eye, I'll have to clean it out. Otherwise, I don't. But a really interesting thing that someone has told me that is when I get tired, it starts drooping more, and they'll know that I'm really tired because this eye will pretty much be closed. And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's your personal little clock."
That's a good way.
Yeah.
Real quick, Monster just hopped in my chat and just said the guy on the right looks pretty thick, but the guy on the left looks like he's on his first day of rehab.
Wait. Let me pull up your stream real quick. I was
He
AFK.
said, "Stop laughing, Sid the Sloth."
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
What?
He called me Sid the Sloth. He said, "Stop laughing,
Oh my
laughing,
god,
Sid the Sloth."
stop, monster. Fuck. I'll swallow it. But yeah.
Jesus, dude, come on. And the worst part was that he put that in while you were talking about your disability, and I'm
Oh.
laughing while you're talking about your
Well,
disability.
don't give a fuck
Someone
about.
look like that.
I mean, it's not really serious. I mean, I don't care about it.
Yeah.
I did have to wear glasses, so I used to be made fun of because of my glasses when I was like in elementary school. But then I just stopped wearing them because I was getting made fun of for it, and then apparently my eyesight just improved somehow.
I think I'm about to end my whole career because Monster just said, also, BRB, you got to take a $50 Uber to the other side of your forehead.
Just goddamn, bro, he is really going in on you right now.
Also, I also like how he came into my stream with like, we're about to end, too.
Yeah. Have you had Saya in your streams at all lately?
Huh?
Have you had Saya in your streams at all lately? I haven't seen him in a
I
minute.
haven't seen him in a long
He's
time.
very active in my Discord though.
I've noticed that. He's always active in people's Discords, but he's never active in like streams.
Yeah.
I wonder if just something happened where he's just like, I don't like Twitch anymore.
Well,
Then I don't blame
well,
him.
I remember that he was off of work because COVID for like 2-3 weeks, and that's why he was primarily watching me. And then he got off of his his quarantine, and he had to go back to work. Also, he lives like he's like pretty much completely opposite time zones as I think both of us.
Oh, okay. How old is Saya? Because
He says he's a child, but also sometimes he says that he's like 30. So I'm just assuming he's a child, even if he isn't. I just want to play safe.
I would assume that he's like roughly around our age.
Also, nice
like within,
studio
like,
solar.
5 years of us.
Oh wait, this is why does it? He has a better setup than I do. What? I just have a lamp. I have a
You
lamp.
want to know what's funny? If I were to show you my actual like what my full room looked like, it'd be hilarious because like everything else looks so neat and tidy, and then it's just my fucking setup for this.
Yeah,
It's horrific.
I don't really have a setup. The only thing set up that is like weird per se would just be the second monitor, the webcam, and the standing mic. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is like I have one monitor here, which is on top of a box and a cabinet kind of thing, and then a card table holding up my monitor, my key light, my second key light, my mic stand and arm, and then along with my Xbox and my PS4 in the back.
Damn.
And then I have my freaking computer underneath all of it. And then like I have like random stuff on my desk. I have like my pills. I have the light for my LEDs, which I can turn off and on, and other stuff.
We should probably end.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'm gonna mute.
Yeah.
and
Back
end
to
my
what we
stream.
were about to do. So
Yeah, I'm gonna mute and end my stream real quick. I do want to talk to you real quick, so don't leave the voice chat.
okay, I won't leave the voice chat, but I'll end the stream.
Alright.
All right. But all right. Oh wait, here I'll go to my personal camera. All right.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody that showed up at some point or another. I really appreciate everybody that has just been chilling out, chatting, or just generally being present. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing podcasts a whole lot. I mean, if he invites me to them, I'll join. Maybe I'll start my own. I don't exactly know. But regardless, appreciate all of you guys for just coming out and chilling. But anyways, you guys take it easy and you guys have a great rest of your night.